Internet friends, and welcome to Cardboard and Chaos Plays Arkham Horror, the living card game. We're really excited to start this campaign out, bring a little Cthulhu board game action to the Quests and Chaos channel. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, everything all the comments you leave us on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be playing with Tiana, her first board game with Quests and Chaos.
We're very excited.
See, we are very excited.
We're so excited.
Somebody owes me a monkey. And we're playing with Thomas, who, not his first
card.
It's
not my first rodeo.
Well, luckily there are no rodeos in today's game.
That you know of.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the cards yet. Arkham Horror, the living card game, is a deck builder that you can play a campaign, a series of linked scenarios together, and your deck will build as you play. As you gain experience, you'll be adding cards, most of them good, but not all of them good, to your deck as you play. We're going to start with our investigators all in the study here, and as we build out the table, we're going to be adding cards from this scenario deck. And the scenario deck has various connections that tell the story that we're going to have throughout that. We also have this deck, which is full of things that want to eat us, and a few things that want to help us, but mostly things that want to eat us. Each of us has a specific deck that we have built based on cards in the game. We're going to start, each of us, by drawing 5 cards from your deck, which hopefully you've already shuffled, because otherwise watching people shuffle cards is just good radio. So we're each going to have these deck of cards, and these deck of cards, I'm just going to put one down as an example. We'll flash it on the screen so you can see it. The cards have in the top left corner a cost to play. That cost is in resources. Then, below that tells you what kind of card it is, whether it's a skill, an asset, an event, that sort of thing. Asset cards stick around with you and give you things that you can use throughout. Event cards are one-time things you can trigger, and skills are used when you do skill checks, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I should really be looking at my hand, but I also want to explain the game. This is we're gonna go through rules as we go, but I want to lay out a couple stuff in the beginning. So we're playing 3 characters. You can play up to 4 in the campaign. We'll be having a rotating 4th chair, like the drummer of Spinal Tap.
No lightning bolts will be involved.
Maybe.
Yeah, that we know of.
That we know of yet. We'll wait till the guys next door get started.
There we go.
So Tiana, what character are you playing?
I am playing Roland Banks. He is the federal agent.
And he has several guns in his deck.
Yes.
Roland's
yes, he
job
does.
is to blow stuff up.
I am playing Skids O'toole. Also several guns in my deck. He's the ex-con.
X.
Yes, obviously not an ex-felon. An ex-con.
And I'm playing Daisy Walker, the librarian, so I will be reading all of those books that you should never, ever read.
Oh, Marion, librarian.
There you go. So we are playing the very first scenario in the game. The campaign is called Night of the Zealot. It's the campaign that comes with the box set. It involves 3 different scenarios. The first one is called The Gathering. And so we're going to start by reading a little something out of this campaign book. You and your partners have been investigating strange events taking place in your home city of Arkham, Massachusetts. Not a real city. Over the past few weeks, several townspeople have mysteriously gone missing. Recently, their corpses turned up in the woods, savaged and half-eaten. The police and newspapers have stated that wild animals are responsible, but you believe there's something else going on. You're gathered together at the lead investigator's home, Skids. We head to Casa de Skid. We have gathered together at the...
Really?
You know...
Terrible place to be.
Skids has a study. That does not seem very on brand for Skids.
What? I bought the house from someone who had a study.
There you go.
It came with the books. We are gathered at Skids' house to discuss these bizarre events. And so now we have an agenda, and that gives us our first thing here. What's going on? It's late at night. You're holed up in your study researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear the sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor. Skids has a parlor.
Of course. Where else do you do your drinking?
That con work must have been real good to buy like a manor
Business
house.
is good.
Yeah.
You hear chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning, as if something were digging beneath the floor.
Well, that doesn't sound
It
good.
does not.
Wow.
So, now we start the game proper. We've set the stage for everything here. I want to let you know we're playing on the easy level because
This game is hard enough.
Yes, yes. We've had some restarts. Thomas has played this campaign. I played this campaign. We've started over a few times, and we're playing on easy. That's all you need to know. The only impact playing on easy has is there's a bag that will have tokens in it for our skill checks, and that bag has a different composition based on your difficulty level. And so ours has only lollipops and root beer barrels.
Well, I mean, in fairness, we're playing standard.
Standard, sure.
Standard.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Skids. Sure.
I'm not bothered. This is the first time I've ever played this game. I like easy mode so I can get the story.
And now we're ready to start with our lead investigator.
My lead investigator. So first off, we are in the study.
Skids' study.
So I'm going to read the...
Do it. Read the study.
You've been investigating the strange events occurring in Arkham for several days now. Your desk is covered in newspaper articles, police reports, and witness accounts. And we flip it over because we are there.
And we get now you'll notice on this card a couple things here. We have values on the cards.
Flip it over for camera purposes.
we go.
We'll have to deal with it.
And so we have a shroud value, which is the difficulty level for any investigation we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And then
There are 2 clues per investigator in the study.
There we go.
So can you grab 6 clues, the green ones?
All right.
And so the shroud value 2 is our target for getting those clues through an investigate action, which is one of the actions you can take. I'm very good at investigating.
So as the lead investigator, I'm going to skip the mythos phase of this first one and go right to investigation.
Do we
phase.
all skip or just
No.
the very first player? Yep.
Well, I mean,
I think it's the very first round.
yeah, first round.
First round, yeah.
So let's see. So I'm going to skip that. So each investigator takes a turn performing 3 actions. So I imagine then we go around.
That's right.
Okay.
Each turn is made up of 3 rounds. Or each round is made up of 3 turns.
Right.
That's how I should say.
Okay. So I have here 5 resources, which is not enough for me to buy that asset.
You have an asset that costs, wow.
Wow.
I've got a couple of things here. So I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to start off. So Skids O'Toole has 3 in his book, whatever that is.
That is intellect.
Yes, his book is 3.
So every character has stats here. We've got willpower, intellect, combat, and speed.
Shoe.
Shoe, yes.
Wing shoe.
Mercury's shoe.
So Skids is going to he's going to look for a clue.
Agility.
Yes. May I have the chaos bag, please?
All yours.
So every time you take a skill test, you're going to pull a chit out of here that's going to have a value on it. So right now he's testing intellect. His intellect is 3, and the shroud value is 2. So
anything
0
-1 or better.
Yep. You just have to meet or exceed. -2.
Well,
Now you could play a card to impact that skill check.
Could if I wanted to. However,
Looking at my deck, I've already cheated. So I'm going to penalize myself. Just as an example, the cards have these tiny little white dots that are not at all hard to see.
the pips.
That are the level of the card. And to start the game, we're not supposed to have any of those cards. So I'm just going to put that there and draw another card. I'm now down a card for the rest of this.
all right.
ooh.
So now we're playing on medium.
So that was my turn. I looked
Did you
around
use your
my
free actions?
Oh, I do all 3?
I
Yes.
believe so, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to spend a resource to play Switchblade, which is an asset. Because, when you're looking for clues in your own study, you never know when you got to pull a knife out,
Yeah,
right?
clearly.
Especially with these 2 around.
I mean.
So it is fast, which means it doesn't take an action to use. And if I do the action fight, if you succeed by 2 or more, this attack deals 1 more damage. So I didn't have to play this because it is fast. I could have just
Right, you could bring it right out of your hand.
brought it out, but since it's an asset, it's going to stay there. I'm going to try and search again
All right.
for my third action.
Search.
I'll try the chaos bag.
And just because there are 2 here per investigator, that doesn't mean that you can only find 2. Like one person could find all 6. Skids finally
-1,
finds
so
one.
I find a clue, and I'm going to move it to my character sheet.
Yep.
He's cluing for looks.
And clues can be used later with cards and with agenda stuff to help us out. There's also a doom track, as bad things happen, that will drive this deck and make progressively worse things happen.
Yeah. If you notice here, this has a doom value of 3. So once 3 doom tokens get on there,
We flip it over. All right, I have 3 actions. So the actions you can take on your turn are laid out on this little card, but I'm just going to run through them really quickly. You can, they're not laid out on this. Here we go. You can I can draw a card from my deck, which is really one of the main ways you get cards back in your hand. You do not draw back up at the end of your round, unlike some card games. So spend an action to take a card. I can spend all 3 actions just to take 3 cards. I can take a resource, these little supplies that we spend. I can play a card from my hand, paying whatever the cost is, if there is a cost. I can move to another location, which currently we do not have any locations that are connected. I can investigate my location, which Thomas did several times. I can fight, but now that he's got a switchblade, I think plus, really don't want to touch Skids. Or I can attempt to evade an enemy that is in my spot. So those are the actions that you can take on your turn. Since I am the smartest person here, I'm going to search for, I think I'm just going to search for clues 3 times, because I have an intellect of 5.
all right.
So it would be hard. Now, even though I'm doing this 3 times, I still have to draw and put back the token every time, because it's 3 separate actions.
And there are special tokens in there as
First,
well that you may end up
Minus
drawing.
2, I still get it.
Put that on your character sheet.
So always shake up the bag a little when you do it in there, especially if you pulled a bad one.
Yeah.
And, put a notch on that elder sign.
+1.
Ooh.
Cha-ching. I really found that clue.
You really found it.
It was on top of your desk, Skids. Come on.
Yeah. So
He's not the sharpest spoon in the knife drawer.
so we've got different things here.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
All
What
right.
does that one do?
That is... I'm gonna make sure I get it right.
That is on this.
That is on the scenario card. So that'll each scenario has specific actions that take place with these.
And depending on if you are playing easy or standard or hard or expert determines the value of that thing. So we are playing the Gathering at standard. It is a -2. If there is a ghoul enemy at your location, take 1 damage.
There is not, and I still get it. So
That tells me that there's going to be ghoul enemies.
I think so.
Yay.
So I now have 3 clues.
Awesome.
And if you notice, we have the agenda deck here and the act deck. So the act deck tells us a little bit something that we should have read earlier. So this is Act 1A, Trapped. As you leap to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only solid wall. You're trapped inside your study until you can find another way out. And that gets flipped when we get 2 clues per investigator. So we got to search this entire study for a way out of this place.
As you do. All right, so it is my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off by playing Emergency Cash and gain 3 resources.
Nice.
Because I want to be the resource monkey.
Yep. Now make sure your discard pile is separate from your draw pile.
Do I put that just like next to it or something?
You can, yeah, that's fine.
All right. And then I'm going to spend 2 resources to play Working a Hunch, which is fast.
Nice.
So it doesn't cost me an action, and I get a clue.
That's one way to do it.
Hey, it's the little things.
Is it an asset?
No, it's an event.
Okay, gotcha.
So now I still have 2 turns.
You still have 2 actions, so you could just do it the old-fashioned way
Yeah, I
and
think
investigate.
I'll go ahead and investigate.
Okay, so you're looking for a 2. What is your intellect?
My intellect is 3.
All right, so -1 or better.
Oh.
What is that?
That is the Doom track, I believe.
Oh, that is the Elder sign. No?
No, that is...
So this is an automatic fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a straight up automatic fail.
All right. Fair enough.
That's the thing you should mark.
Or just take out of the bag.
Just put a little notch next to it. And since I still have another turn, I'll go ahead and clue for looks again.
Sure.
No.
All right,
I
that
am not
is
drawing good
minus
tokens.
X. X is the number of ghouls, which is none. So that's a 0.
That's a
so
0.
you get the clue, and our act card flips. You notice that the edges of your newly purchased rug. What are you?
Oh, and we were supposed to flip our cards over as we finish our...
Yeah.
You notice the edge of your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud stained.
Yeah, what's
Finding
up with
this
that? It's
odd.
brand new.
You just bought this thing.
IKEA. It's good when you were building it.
Yeah.
Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. To your surprise, you see the door leading out of your study. You slowly turn the knob, and the door swings open, revealing your hallway below. In the floor.
In the floor.
You jump through the
Lose 4
doorway,
sanity.
landing on your feet on soft dirt. The door to the study slams shut above you. The smell of burning wood fills the narrow hall, intermingled with the scent of rot and decay.
Ooh.
Put into play the set-aside hallway, cellar, and attic.
All right.
Hallway, attic, cellar. There we go.
And these are all flipped which way?
So since we're in the hallway, that one is flipped because we're there. And then the other two get flipped when we go to them.
Yep.
Yes.
Can you put that one down?
Study?
And we're all going to start in the hallway.
I don't think we need to study anymore.
We don't need
Yeah,
the
the study is gone.
Okay.
Here.
And we all start in the hallway.
Is there not one more?
Not yet. We haven't made it to your parlor yet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Remove the study from the game. It's like they knew.
It's like they knew. Whoa.
I don't know why I love doing that so much. It's not a legacy game. Don't do that. We all start in the hallway, so slide us all there. And that's that.
All right. Now,
That was Act 1B, the door on the floor.
all right. Now it is the enemy phase. So
Yeah.
what happens during the enemy phase?
Nothing this time, happily. So normally we would, if there were any hunter enemies, which is a type of enemy, they would move. Then there would be attacks if there were enemies. No enemies, that makes me happy. That ends the enemy phase.
Okay.
So now it's the upkeep phase. So in the upkeep phase, we flip our cards over. Yes.
I do have to point out one thing.
What's that?
For us to actually flip this, we had to spend our clues.
Good call.
all
Good
right.
call. Yes.
And I believe it's a free action to spend the clues?
Yeah, there's not a-
Okay. So if we want, because, potentially if we wanted to wait, we could have.
Yeah.
That's true.
Your study's not that exciting, Skids.
Well, yeah, but I'd like to get a buddy of mine
Draw
out.
some cards.
Get a buddy of mine out before.
All right, so now we flip the hallway because we're in it.
Yes, so that gets flipped.
And-
well, not yet actually. So, so first we would flip our cards over.
Yep.
Then, if there were any exhausted cards, we would ready them if we'd used any cards during our turn. Now we each gain 1 card and 1 resource.
So you do draw
We
cards.
do.
Oof.
Thank
I
you.
guess I'm the bank over here.
Thank you.
I'm the blood bank.
And your hand
And
limit
the sanity
is
bank.
8. So if you have more than 8 cards, first you're cheating, and second of all, you need to discard down to 8.
Okay.
And that's the upkeep phase.
All right.
And now we come to our first mythos phase, the phase we wanted to avoid. So the mythos phase, we're going to place 1 doom token on the current agenda. So that's the red. So that's just going to inexorably happen every
turn.
round. We're going to get 1 of those.
Okay.
Then we compare the total number of doom tokens to the threshold, the doom threshold, which is 3. So we're okay there. So that's not moving. Then, in player order, starting with the lead investigator, draw the top card off the encounter deck. Here come the monsters.
Oh boy.
Start us off, Thomas.
I draw a
A monster.
monster.
Top card. Everybody draws the top card off.
Oh, everyone does. It is a ghoul minion.
Speaking of ghouls,
It was.
So if you draw an enemy, it spawns engaged with the investigator. who drew the card.
So it's actually engaged with me.
Yes.
Over here by me. So we'll just have to.
Unless it has spawn instructions. Some monsters.
Well, I will read it.
Some that are like go after the lowest health.
So it is an enemy. It is the Ghoul minion. It was colossal and nameless blasphemy, which glowing red eyes and it held in bony claws a thing that had been a man, gnawing at the head as a child nibbles at a stick of candy. Ah, I can't read.
Sticky.
That was H.P. Lovecraft. We don't have to read this. Those are just flavor.
Yeah.
Those are fun though.
Coming up, we'll have an hour of Thomas saying Kinshasa.
Kennesaw?
All right. So there are basically two kinds of cards you can draw from here. There's monster and enemy cards, which Thomas just drew, and then there's also treachery cards, which are sort of bad events that happen.
Okay.
I will draw, and I draw an icy ghoul.
Ooh, an icy ghoul, no less.
Icy ghoul. It spawns in the cellar.
Good. Away from
It's
us.
a humanoid monster ghoul. Inside the tunnels beneath the house, a massive beast tears its way out of the ice. It's covered in a thick layer of frost, its breath visible in the bitter cold. We should just come back in July. Tiana, you get an encounter.
Correct. It is a treachery. Obscuring fog. It's a hazard. On revelation, attached to your location, limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 shroud.
Oof.
And then after the attached location is successfully investigated, discard the fog.
Well,
All
there
right.
are no.
There are no. The hallway is something you
Well,
travel
actually, we
through.
didn't flip it over yet.
Oh,
That's
fair
true.
point.
So, well, it's at the end of is that the end of the enemy phase, or do they attack?
They
That's
no.
the end of the
That's so they attack in the enemy phase. That's the end of the mythos phase.
Gotcha.
So now it's investigation. So that flips over. So
There are no clues here.
there are no clues, and there's a 3 shroud.
Would you like
because
to
of the
read
mist.
it?
Sure. The walls of your house are splattered with mud, and your hardwood floor is gone, replaced with a dirt path. We should have another location, a green diamond.
We will eventually.
Okay.
The parlor is not out yet.
Fair enough.
Well, are you sure it's not out?
The card specifically says, "Oh, hey, and parlor."
The parlor's
Didn't read
out.
I found the parlor.
It does have a locked door, I believe, though.
Yeah.
So
Fair
let's read the parlor. The entrance to the parlor is blocked by a darkly glowing, unfathomable barrier.
Ooh.
You cannot move into the parlor.
All right.
I was just holding it back for dramatic effect.
As you do.
Okay, Thomas, start us
Well,
off.
so the
You've
only
got
thing that I can do
you could evade,
is
or
evade,
you could fight.
fight, and that's it.
I believe so. If you are engaged, let me check here.
Because anything else is an attack of opportunity, correct?
Yep.
So this this ghoul has a combat of 2, a speed of 2, or an agility of 2. What's the middle one?
That's hits damage.
Damage. What are these things? These are how much hit points it has, or how much hit points it does.
Oh, that's how much damage it does,
Okay.
and that's
What it takes to kill it?
yes.
One or the other?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I am going to have to fight this thing.
I think so.
Oh wait, does it automatically do horror to you?
Doesn't say it does.
Here.
Humanoid, monster, ghoul.
It doesn't say.
If it doesn't say it, then I think you're okay, but I'm just going to check. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
I am,
Oh, hey, here's something.
yeah.
Enemy will engage anytime a non-engaged enemy. Nope, because it immediately engaged you. Okay, so yeah, you're good.
Yep. So, how bad do I want to kill this thing?
I mean, I think it could be useful to kill it.
To get rid of it pretty quickly.
How much damage do I do just punching things?
Well, so you do the whatever the token you pull out.
No, okay. Gotcha.
So like if you have a fight, like this gives you you've got a combat of 3.
Yeah,
I think that gives you a bonus,
right.
and then you'd pull out that And if you beat its combat...
So I'm actually going to... I know that there's badder things in here than just this. However, I'm going to play Overpower as a skill card, which gives me 2 more power, or 2 more combat. So I need to draw. So my total combat right now is 5 against its 2.
Nice.
-1. So
you crunch it.
So I kill it.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
It is dead.
Yeah, no
It goes
more.
into discard. And because I use this, if the testix is... So I played Overpower.
Right.
Sorry, myself or Amy later. Which is max 1 committed per skill test. If this test is successful, draw 1 card.
Nice.
So you get another card, and that goes in your discard.
That's my discard.
That's my pile of shame.
Sorry. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay.
All right, and
That's
you,
my
that was
one.
the
That was
first action.
1. My second action is to be like, you know what I need? I need a damage sponge. Wait, why don't I have 6 of these resources?
I don't know. I tossed you one at the top. How many?
Did you spend one?
How many have you spent?
Did I spend one?
I think you spent one.
Well, you spent one to get the new
I
switchblade.
did.
Yeah, you spent one.
So for my second action, I'm going to draw 1.
Uh-oh, he needs a bunch of resources for
And
something.
my
Wow.
third action, I am bringing out Leo DeLuca, who's come down from the parlor to join us.
He got through. How did he get through the barrier?
Leave the door open.
Yeah, he is the Louisiana Lion. He's an ally, and he's a criminal. You may take an additional action during your turn.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take an additional action then.
Do it.
Leo DeLuca.
What do I want? I'm going to draw a card.
I imagine him being like Gambit from X-Men.
All right, there it is. And what Leo does is he can actually take damage, both physical and mental, instead of me
not a
taking
lot.
it. Not a lot, but he can.
Okay, that's 3, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 to bring out Hyper Awareness.
Ooh.
Hyper Awareness is I can trigger any time, and I can spend resources to get +1 bonus on skill checks.
Nice.
Now I need a lot of resources. Now I'm wishing I hadn't gotten rid of that extra cash. And then I will move. So it's connected to everything.
Yes, but we can't go into the parlor yet.
Yeah. Wow, it's weird that the cellar and the attic are connected.
Oh, they're connected to the hallway.
Yeah, they're connected to the hallway, not to each other.
I'm going into the attic.
Oh boy.
The smell of rotten meat assaults your... Well, I regret some of my choices. The smell of rotten meat assaults your nostrils as you approach the attic stairs. Oof. All right, so this has a forced thing, which means that happens as soon as I enter there. So, attic. After you enter the attic, take 1 horror. So I take 1 blue
That's you.
damage.
Gotcha, right here.
And this is a great time to point out that each character has, we talked about the statistics, we also have health and horror and sanity, basically. And if you ever take more than that, then, you know, that's going to do it for you.
Or equal that.
Or equal, yeah. If you
Yes.
if I reach 9 of these, bad things happen.
Or if you're Leo, if somebody shifts 2 points of damage your way.
Poor Leo.
Blocked.
Leo.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Sorry, man.
All right, so that is 2 actions. I think for the third action, I'm going to try and find one of the clues here. And this forced thing will happen every time somebody comes in the attic.
So we'll just leave you there.
Well, I mean, I'm going to leave.
So there are 6 clues there.
Yep, 2 per... If toss 6 there.
That's a lot of clues.
It is a lot of clues.
Also a lot of clues that we probably need.
Yep.
Yep. And so I think for that last action, I will investigate. So I'll take the bag there.
No shroud here. That fog is in the perfect place.
It is.
Doggone it.
Ooh.
So this is -2. If there's a ghoul at my location, take 1. Luckily, there's not a ghoul, and even with -2, I find the clue because the shroud value is 1.
Nice.
These are...
And you are book smart.
And I am so smart. And that is 3 actions. Tiana.
So I'm gonna flip Skids over, and I'll flip Agnes over.
All right.
I'm Daisy.
Daisy. In my head, Agnes is somewhere.
Agnes Magnus.
Yeah.
Always in our hearts.
Our long lost sister.
I'm gonna spend my first action and get into the attic as
All right,
well.
so you take one horror.
Yep.
Just for the enormities of. Just for what Skid has left in his attic.
Skids, why did you leave a body hanging over a barrel?
Just boxes
It's
and
gross.
boxes of tidy whities.
How many George Foreman grills does one man need?
Oh, gross. Okay.
So you can now investigate for a clue.
Yes, I'm going to spend both of my next actions to investigate.
Okay. I'm going to check what that keyword is. Victory 1. Well, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
So actually, it's not bad. Minus X. X is the number of ghouls.
then
so
there's
no
no ghouls
minus.
up here. Nice.
In your location, so yeah.
So I have clued for looks, and I have gotten one. And one more. Elder sign. What does that do?
That's an auto success.
Yes, the elder
Really?
sign always works.
Yay! I was afraid it was bad. And that's my turn.
All right. That's the end of us.
Okay, so that is
the end of the turn.
So now enemies. Luckily, there are no enemies.
Are there any with
Oh wait, icy ghoul.
Icy Ghoul?
Does it do anything because
All right,
it's in
so
the cellar?
on the enemy phase, the icy ghoul will.
It's got a victory point though.
Ooh, nice.
And here is also a victory point, which I guess we get if we get all the clues.
I would imagine.
Each investigator, enemy phase, hunter enemies move. He doesn't have hunter on him,
Correct.
so he stays there, and he would attack anyone that went to the cellar. Nobody went to the cellar. Everything's fine.
There we go. Everything's great.
Is it an action to move?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And you move to one of the locations that are marked on the card. All right, that is the enemy phase. Upkeep phase. Any cards we had that were exhausted come back. We flip all these over. We each get a card and a resource. If you've got 8 cards, get rid of one.
Oh, and when you draw a weakness, what happens?
Oh, good call. When you get your weakness, I believe it gets played immediately. Let me see here.
Revelation. Put hospital debts into your play threat area.
Yeah, so it happens immediately. And so it goes in your play area, and it will make things unhappy for you.
So I'm going to read hospital debts.
It's all that. It's all the donuts you've been eating.
Revelation. Put hospital debts into play in your threat area. Is this an action symbol? The lightning bolt?
That means you can trigger it anytime you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't cost an action
It's
to activate.
maybe triggered as a player ability during any player window.
Okay. Move one resource from your resource pool to hospital debts. Limit twice per round. Forced. When the game ends, if hospital debts has fewer than 6 resources on it, you earn 2 fewer experience for this scenario.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, getting rid of that's going to be in your best interest.
Man.
So I am going to, as an action,
Take a resource.
Wait, we're still in the
We're still in the
yeah.
We're
So
going to Mythos
everybody's
next.
got their cards.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. My bad.
Sorry, man.
Now the Mythos
That's
phase.
why I printed all these out for all of us.
Have a.
I just need to put it on a thing and just have it right here.
Just like
Have a
tattoo
card,
it,
sir.
tattoo it on the inside
now
of
we've
our
reached the
islands.
Mythos phase. So every one of us is taking a card.
Spawn.
Oh, so first let's put the Doom token. Sorry. Kabong.
Bong.
And we're not to the threshold, so now it's the card.
The Flesh Eater.
Oh.
Spawn. Attic.
Ah! Let's see if it will engage.
A monstrous creature feeds from the rotting carcass in the attic. Why, I don't know why I had one hanging there.
You were right.
Not so much of an ex-con.
Yeah. Actually, didn't it?
So it would engage
Does it engage when it gets drawn?
if it spawns at the same location as an investigator. So if there's a tie, this is one of my favorite rules in this game. There's a rule in the Arkham Horror called the Grim Rule, which says
No, I think it should
Does
tell
it
you
say what
exactly
spawns?
who it spawns to.
While an enemy guard each enemy in your threat area is considered to be a location. It engages you and is placed in your threat. If multiple investigators, the lead investigator chooses.
I had to do this.
No, it makes sense.
Roland is stronger.
Yeah, Roland is
going to-
significantly stronger.
We'll talk about the Grim rule later. It'll come up.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, now I draw a card. And I draw a swarm of rats. And these are hunters.
Oh, great.
A horde of cruel rats skitters forth in an undulating wave of claws, teeth, and mottled fur. And they will spawn in our location because they don't have a spawn spot. And I'll take them because you've already got trouble.
Okay. Got trouble right here.
You're going to get more trouble.
Another swarm of rats. Great.
There's a lot of rats in your attic.
Dude, what have you been doing?
First off, this is all not how it used to be. It
Is
used
this
to
an
be
Airbnb?
Oh. Yeah, I can see that. All right, so that's the mythos phase.
All right.
Yes.
Back to the investigators.
All right.
God, I have so much
Go to the
trouble.
cellar? Or are you going to come kill rats?
First, I'm going to one action. I'm going to take a token,
a resource.
Okay.
and
Oh,
then
it's
I'm
time
going
to
to
transfer it.
Just transfer 2 of those over to there.
Yep.
My second action, I'm going to move to the cellar.
All right, so
Splitting the
you
party.
will be engaged with the icy ghoul and whatever else is in there.
Cellar, forced. After you enter the cellar, take 1 damage.
So that is a physical damage.
Take a physical damage.
You can pass it off to your friend.
Yeah, I could.
Hey, Leo, go in the cellar for me, will you?
Leo, you go first. Your cellar seems to have been replaced. See, it's not my actual cellar.
Uh-huh.
With an underground network of icy tunnels and caverns, the cold chills you to the core. There are, however, 2 clues per investigator there.
6 more clues, but that's quite a shroud value. This place's
Of
shroud
4.
value is 4.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I don't like Skid's chance of finding clues there.
However, so
I want to send Marion Librarian down there, but...
I'm busy getting chewed on by
I am
rats.
going to use a skill for my next action. So my last, I get.
I think you have 2 more.
2 more actions.
So you moved.
So is 1,
You
2.
moved and then you-
This will be 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get an additional action. 'cause
Right,
I have
Leo.
Nice.
So I am going to take my 3rd action and use Vicious Blow, which is a skill, which gives me
Ooh, nice.
+1 combat.
Crunch.
And if this is successful, the attack deals 1 extra damage.
Oh, because he's got 4 damage.
Right.
So hand him the bag there.
Beat the crap out of him.
Now, this is how much damage it does to you.
Right. Okay. Come on, +2. Well, that's a -2.
You jinxed it.
You know, I didn't actually read the what happens when you lose a combat. I just figured we'd win them all.
Yeah, okay. So I had a 4.
You are overly optimistic, friend.
All right, so on a...
And I needed to beat a 3, and I got a 2 with this -2.
All right, so
Wait.
Wait.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
test fails, no damage is dealt to the enemy. However, if you fail a combat test against an enemy engaged with another investigator, the damage value of the failed attack is instead dealt to the investigator engaged.
But
you were not engaged. You were not attacked.
well, no. I mean,
So, for instance, if Tiana attacked my swarm of rats
And missed.
and missed, she would do the damage to me.
oh, okay, interesting. Well, I'm gonna put this -2 way over there.
Fling it over our shoulder.
That's my way.
We can just start.
And you've
tossing.
got one more,
I
right?
have one more. You know what?
Yes.
You got to fight it again, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight it again.
Or you could try and evade it.
No, I will.
You're good at the.
Actually, I'm equal either way.
Oh yeah, all right.
So I will fight it again.
Do you have another cool card?
Well,
Your
if I
+1,
succeed
you're
by
switch-
2 or more, it does
Yeah.
another damage. So that. But I need a plus to even do anything to this.
And unfortunately, the
-1, so that's a 2.
does not do it.
So that does not do it. So I'm gonna take some damage next
You
time.
could play cards with symbols on them.
I could, however, I don't really have anything
Fair.
that does anything I need.
Okay. All right. That was the cellar. I got to get these rats off of me.
Yes.
I have a card that can heal damage, so we can start using that.
Okay.
Doesn't cost supplies.
We got time.
I guess. How am I against these things? Hey, I'm +1 against these rats.
There you go.
Smack a rat. And they only have 1 hit point, so...
Burk back a rat, smack a rat.
This might be the only enemy I can beat.
Yeah.
-1, that takes me to a 1. I'm still tied with it, so I do no damage.
Okay.
But what are the chances I have a combat card in here?
Low, I would imagine.
You know what? I'm going to do it.
Ooh.
Overpower.
Yes.
So this has 2 combat symbols on it, and if this test is successful, draw 1 card. And it was successful. So I splat a rat.
Splatter rat.
I draw a card. That is
And skills you can play just whenever?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to like say I'm an
Skills are
action
not
user.
yeah, that's
Gotcha.
right. You can commit them to a skill
Gotcha.
test.
Okay.
That's the only time you can play skills, as a matter of fact.
Gotcha.
So that was 1 action to splat a rat.
Stab it with your heel.
My second action will be to examine, to investigate, I should say. And I would need to draw... Really, I'd need to draw the forced failure to not make this. I don't, so I get a clue. Where'd all the clues go?
I have 2 of them.
Oh, wow. And then I'll draw another clue.
Ain't as dumb as I look, sister.
I still get it.
Dang.
With a -2.
Yeah. And that is 3 actions.
All right, so I'm...
Just to point out, we're going to hit our doom threshold next time.
Right.
So this is sort of the clock to the game.
Right. So something's going to happen. That's why you can't just sit here and...
Right.
Well,
And
that
fight
we get
forever.
monsters every round.
I took care of mine.
I occupied mine. I kept it from getting at you guys.
Fair
Way to
enough.
keep him busy.
Yeah.
All right.
Leo, really?
Yeah, Leo. You just keep pushing Leo forward. What do you see, Leo?
I'm going to fight the swarm of rats. So I need the bag, please.
Okay.
S'il vous plaît. And it's a 1 against my 4, so I should be fine, even with a -2.
All right.
So
So that does 1 point of damage to it.
1 point of damage, and it is splatted.
Goodbye,
And
rat.
after I defeat an enemy, I discover 1 clue at my location. So I snagged the last clue.
Nice.
I forgot about that. We all have
Yeah, we all have a
cool
cool
special
power.
things.
Yee.
Strangely, none of mine involve fighting.
What? Shocking.
Do
Shocking.
you, what is your what's your elder sign?
For the elder sign effect is +1 for each clue on your location. Oh, I did get an elder sign.
You did.
Yep.
Shoot.
So what is so you get an
It'd be
extra
plus
clue?
1 for
Plus-
every clue.
plus 1 what?
No, so it'd be +1 to the skill check for every clue there.
Okay.
So you really like to be in places where there are a lot of clues, because if you draw an elder sign, you're +6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be real happy. All right, so I have...
So it's not an auto success.
Right. I can be used.
Okay.
Tome. I need to get my tomes out.
Yeah.
So that was my attack against the ratty creatures. Don't really like my odds fighting the flesh eater because I'm even. They are 4 to my 4.
Hey, even fights, sir. Because if you have like an overpower or one of those skill ones, then you can, then you can stack the deck.
What I currently have is a knife.
So that's fast, but that only does extra damage.
No, it's not. It is not fast.
Oh, you have a different knife.
Yeah,
I have a
different knife.
switchblade.
Yeah.
Ex-con.
So it might. The switchblade only adds to damage. If yours adds to your actually fighting ability.
Mine is a +1 for this attack.
So that, I mean.
So it might be worthwhile
That
to
gives you-
spend an action to play it.
Yeah.
Well, can you play an asset if you're engaged with an enemy?
That's a good question.
Asset.
Yeah, anything other than fight, evade, or activate. Parley or resign.
Yeah. So that's why you need to get
Parley.
it out prior to.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I will take my chances with it and fight it.
It's a fair fight. The worst kind of fight.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like it when things are... Oh, I should put this back in. I don't like it when... I don't like fair fights. They're too easy to lose. Yep, lost that one.
So you don't take any damage.
No, but I do still have another action.
Yep.
Heck, why not?
Nothing to lose.
Unless you want to evade. That is an automatic. That is minus X. X is the number of ghouls, so he's a ghoul.
He's
not a ghoul?
He is a ghoul.
Look at his type.
Humanoid,
okay.
monster,
I see.
ghoul.
So that's -1 then.
All right. Then I'm going to get chewed on.
He beats you just because he's there.
Brat.
All right, that is the end of the investigator phase. Now the enemy phase. So now
I'm going to get
people
chewed
get
on.
munched. All right, so first thing that happens, hunter enemies move, but only if they're not engaged. So, you killed your rats, so it doesn't matter.
Rats
All
are
the
gone.
rats are dead.
Okay.
Each ready, engaged enemy makes an attack against the investigator with which it is engaged. Resolve attacks in player order. So first we're going to do yours. When an enemy attacks, deal both its damage and its horror simultaneously to the engaged investigator.
Oh, no.
So you're going to take 2 damage and 1 horror.
I will take those.
Okay?
Oh, no.
And give the 1 horror to Leo. I didn't see it. Didn't see it.
I don't know what bit me. Tiana, what are you taking?
I am taking 2 horror and 1 damage.
Oh, and horror is what you do not want to take.
Horror is really what I don't want to take.
And I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really help you with that.
Oh, Lord. So I am, for those playing along at home, Roland has 5 sanity to start with, and now I am down 3. So I only have
Yikes.
2 left to play with.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's horrible.
Not great,
You
Bob.
didn't take anything. 'Cause
And I killed my rat, so I don't know what you guys are doing, but... All right,
I'm waiting for my 45 to show up. Is what I'm doing.
That's a mood.
all right, so that is the end of the enemy phase. It's upkeep. So first we flip all these over.
I think I know what I'm doing next time.
Then we would check here. This will happen soon. Now we draw a card and we each get a resource. I drew a rosary.
I have so many resources.
Would you toss me and Thomas a resource there?
No, they're all mine. Sorry.
Thomas says resource overboard.
I will just take a new one.
Sorry about
We'll find that one later.
Huh. Well, that's handy. Don't forget about item limits. So every item, most items, have a location. And you can only have 1 from each location and 2 that go in your hands.
Okay. So I can have like a flashlight and a knife or a
Right.
flashlight and a gun.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, son
I
of
really
a
need
gun.
to get my backpack out here. Okay. That is the upkeep phase.
I really want my 38 special.
So now we go to our favorite, the Mythos phase. First thing that happens is a Doom token comes here.
Bung.
And we compare the Doom tokens to the number, and it is
3
equal.
is the
so
number.
it's equal or
The
greater.
number is 3.
The number of your
What's
captain
going
is
on?
3.
Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed, and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It's almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely.
Not my house.
Although
Hashtag
every
not
now
my
and
house.
again, you recognize elements of your former home. That lamp really held the room together.
Yeah.
The lead investigator must decide. Either each investigator discards 1 card at random from their hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. And by that we mean Leo. I'm comfortable discarding a card, just so you know.
If we need to, I'm okay with
But
that.
everybody does it.
Is it random?
Yep. I'm less comfortable with that, but it's still okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 horror is a lot.
It is. Okay,
And you're
so
still
so it's
fighting a-
random cards that
Yep.
we draw out of here?
So what we can do is you can pick for me and I pick for
Yeah.
you.
Well, yeah.
Oh man, my only spell.
A flashlight. I'm okay with that. I have another.
45. Oh, that hurts.
That's the worst one to draw.
Oh no.
My manual dexterity.
That's a good card.
Considering using it this turn, so that changes things.
All right, and now our doom is 7, and it's alarmingly called Rise of the Ghouls.
So nothing else happens on the back of that?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
Alarmingly, this is called Rise of the Ghouls.
Read that.
The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. So 7 will be our doom threshold for this one. I'll just start a pile over here. That is the end. Now it's the Mythos. Now we each take our cards. So
Oh, boy.
Thomas.
Oh man. Crypt Chill. It is Treachery Revelation. Test Intellect 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. if you cannot take 2 damage instead.
Oh, this could be bad
And
for
I have
Leo.
so my intellect is 2.
No, it's 3.
Oh no, what's the?
That is willpower.
Okay.
Make a will save.
I don't know what that is.
Call of Cthulhu. Not Call of Cthulhu. Mutants and Masterminds.
Third edition. -2. So that's not good.
Nope. All right. So what happens to you?
I'm gonna lose a switchblade. Choose and discard 1 asset you control.
You got so cold.
Your hand froze around it and you had to drop it.
You know what?
Oh, Leo!
Leo is going away.
Oh, Leo!
Frostbite. He gives into.
He succumbs, the poor thing.
And does this stick? And this goes away then.
So here's the thing. Leo is lost. He wasn't killed. It just says lose. So
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Mine. Treachery. Ancient evils. This is an omen.
Ooh.
Revelation. Place 1 doom on the current agenda.
Ooh.
This effect can cause the current agenda to advance.
Treachery. Grasping hands. Oh dear.
Leomond?
Word?
See, I know D&D. Oh wait,
Test-
Bigby.
yeah.
Test agility 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. Crud. Do I have any?
It's another short episode of Cardboard
And
Chaos.
we are playing on
this is playing on
standard.
No, we're playing on easy.
It is easy?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Oh.
standard easy, yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
easy.
no, you're right.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
playing on easy.
This is easy?
Yeah, I know.
+1.
Oh, nice.
I
3.
actually don't fail because it's a tie.
Nice. So you take no damage.
I take no damage. I am pleased with this.
Oh, wow. That's the first time like a plus has come.
I know.
No, and there are more pluses than minuses.
Okay, that can't be true.
The bag never lies. All right, that was the Mythos phase. We're back to Skids.
We are. And have you seen my underwear lately with this icy ghoul in front of me?
Gosh,
Can't say as I blame you.
I don't have a lot to help. Like,
No. So I am going to. I don't have a lot either here. That's not going to help. All right, here's the deal. So here's a question for you guys. This is a victory point. Which
victory points are tasty.
they at the end of the game,
Yeah, when we do the campaign
use those
stuff.
to get experience.
Yeah.
However,
We're gonna get the victory point here.
yeah.
Because we got all the clues.
So my
Guess the rats weren't worth victory points.
No, they're too easy.
I can't actually take a
You have
counter.
to- that's right.
Well then,
You've got to fight that. Where's your 38? Your 45, I should say.
it's buried in my deck.
Yeah, 38's mine, 45 is his. Why would I go into a house where we are talking about active investigation without that on me?
Why would you go in a house of a guy named
You
Skid?
you have
Okay, that too.
you have it on you. You just don't remember exactly where.
It's in here
Yeah,
somewhere.
Which pocket of my weird trench coat it's in?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to play. Jeez. So I'm just going to use Hard Knocks for the combat value of 1 that it gives me.
All right. Hand him the bag.
So it's going to give me a combat value of 4. And I need to beat a 3.
And because he's using it as the combat value, he doesn't pay the cost.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's going to be discarded after this.
Come on, I need a 5. I need a whatever.
You need a what?
-1 is
All right.
a
so
push.
Yeah.
That does no damage to it. And I've used up that card. So as my second action, I'm going to fight it again.
It might be time to evade. And come to the...
I mean, your evasion's pretty high.
His is 4, so it's the same. So if we tie on evade, nothing happens? What happens in a tie?
So evade in a fight. Evade. Attempt to make an agility test. If the test is successful, the enemy is exhausted, the engagement is broken. No. There's so successful is equal to or better. So ties
So
are
what
friendly.
happens on a when you attack?
Fight. Where are you? Fight. Engage. Engage one enemy to engage your enemy. Test success. If the test is successful, you deal 1 damage to the attacked enemy, modified by weapons, equal to the amount of damage dealt. So I think no, it is. It's equal to or better, and the damage is not the difference. Damage is always 1 plus weapons,
So,
but not damage to you. So you've done 1 point of damage to this thing.
right. Did I also...
You didn't tie last time.
No? Okay. Well, then I've got 2 more actions to do. I might as well fight it 2 more times.
And you did 1 plus 1 damage.
Nope, if I succeed by 2 or more.
That's
where
never
that
gonna
comes
happen.
up. 0. So I succeed by 1.
Yeah.
No, I tie it.
You tie it, but still.
Still do damage. All right, I'll put this 0 back in. And the third attack...
Well, it's 2.
No, up here. That's the
That's
value.
damage. That's how much damage it does.
Gotcha. Sorry.
So, oh, shoot. I might evade it then on this last one.
I think
Because it'll exhaust it. But I need to tie it, or I will end up using... Oh, you know what? I'm going to play Opportunist for its question mark value.
All right, so that's a wild.
So I'm going to commit this to the skill test, and it gives me +1. If I succeed by 3 or more, return Opportunist to your hand.
Ooh.
So Elder Sign. Elder Sign.
What is your Elder Sign?
+2. If you succeed, gain 2 resources. So
Cha-ching.
hold on. So this
is really good for you.
+2.
+3. So you're +3 total.
So I evade it.
Yep.
And I succeeded by 3 or more?
Yes.
No,
So you
+2.
+1 because of the wild.
+1. Okay. So this is evaded, so it actually stays here. It's tapped.
Well, it's
tapped.
in the location.
Okay, so it's tapped as well. And
But
I
in the
get one
fight
more,
phase, it's going to still...
gain 2 resources.
So you want 2 now?
Yes.
There you are.
All right.
Well done.
That was my third action.
And since you still have old Leo there,
I do not. Leo's gone.
Oh, that's
I lost
right.
him. I don't know where he went. He was here a second ago.
whatever helps
Who's
you sleep
Leo?
at night.
Yeah. Who's Leo? As a free action, I'm going to move 2 of these over here.
Ah.
And my third action... Wait. No, that was my 4th action.
Yes.
Yes.
That was my 4th
Which you
action.
no longer have 4 actions.
That was my 3rd action.
Right.
And I
Poor
no
Leo.
longer have 4.
Yes.
Poor
Okay.
Leo.
But as a free one, I did move
Ye-
these over.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to pay 3 resources.
Hooray, Elder Sign.
I'm just going to ignore the fact that there's a horrible beast chomping on
Thanks.
my compatriot here. I'm going to pay 3 resources to bring out my old book of lore. Then I'm going to use my old book of lore. I'm going to choose an investigator at my location, you. That investigator searches the top 3 cards of their deck for a card, draws it, and shuffles the remaining cards into their deck. So you look at the 3, keep 1.
Wait, 45!
It goes in your hand, not played. That's the problem. You're going to have to take an attack to get it, but that's, that's
Is there
why
a fast weapon in there?
Yeah, if there were a fast weapon, you could
Yeah.
get it out there. That's 1 action.
There, double back
I really don't want to go in the cellar.
in. I don't blame you.
No, because you're going to take 1 damage. I got this guy. We'll have enough clues,
Right?
I think.
So the barrier, it's 3. Oh, 3 per.
Oh dear.
So we need 9 clues.
Oh, so you do got to come down
I
here.
have
Or you have
3.
to wait for me to...
What do you have?
No, because
I
this
have
thing
3.
is... That shroud value is tough.
That shroud value is
Yeah.
high.
Well, I can do stuff with shroud value.
Okay.
All right, so I've taken 1 action. The problem is we're going to waste a lot of time here.
Because you have to go back to the hallway for an action.
Yes.
then to the cellar.
Right. I'm going to... I think we're going to need it, so I'm going to pay 2 resources. And I'm going to bring out my medical book.
Yeah.
Have you taken damage?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to choose an investigator at my location. I'm going to test intellect 2. So I'm +3 to start with. If I fail this check, you do take 1 point of damage.
All right.
But I don't.
You don't.
You heal 1 point of damage.
Awesome. So physically, I'm fine. Mentally, I'm freaking the hell
Look,
out.
I can't help you with that. All right, I have, and that is my 3 actions.
All right. Yes. What do I want to do?
You're still in the attic.
Yes. I am going to spend manual dexterity for the dancy feet,
Okay.
so I can to evade Flesh Eater.
Oh crap! Then it's going to engage us again.
But not until the mythos phase.
Yeah.
And it'll be exhausted, so it'll be like
So it won't do anything until the mythos phase.
right, and I'm getting it off of me so I can get my gun out, basically.
I like it.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So what's your evade?
So that'll be 4 versus. It's against it's
His
evade, so
1.
1. 4 versus 1.
Nice.
Yeah, 0.
0.
Boom. All right. So
So it is now
it
exhausted.
is exhausted, and it is in the attic.
Yeah,
The attic is very full.
it's a busy attic. All right. So now that I have some breathing space,
You did a good job on that icy ghoul. It's
4.
hurting. But you need to come to me so I can give you 3 cards, and
Yeah.
you can.
I'm going
I can draw cards. That's the thing that I can do.
to spend 4 resources, 4 resources to get my 45, which has 4 ammo uses.
It's an odd-sized magazine. Must be California.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So that's 2 actions. I kind of want to engage the ghoul again and shoot it.
I kind of want you to as well.
Or should I? Yeah.
Well, do you have to engage it to shoot it?
Yes, you have to
Oh, okay.
because it's entering into combat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And actually,
I mean, I'm tempted to run
engage-
away, but that seems unfair.
Yeah.
Here's the problem: engage is an action, and fight is an action.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you have to engage an enemy to fight it, because otherwise, how would you shoot an enemy at another location?
Let's see here. Fight.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Attack. Oh no! Attack any one enemy at your location.
Cool.
So yeah, do it.
All right.
And it's still going to be exhausted.
Yeah,
Yes. Does that do anything to its abilities?
doesn't change its stats at all.
That is unfortunate.
It just means that in the enemy phase, it's not going to attack.
Okay. Which is
That's
good.
the real power of evasion.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to spend an ammo and also spend a knife to get. I'm real tired of just meeting it, so I'm going to have +6 for my attack.
Okay. That
Process
is
does.
-2. If there's a ghoul enemy at this location, take 1 damage.
All right, so I tied.
That's still a success. You do 1 point of damage.
All right,
So put 1 damage on the guy.
and the gun also does an additional damage.
Oh, nice. So he takes 2.
So that was something at
Yeah.
least.
He's half dead, and he won't attack you this turn.
Right. And
That's 3.
that's my turn.
All right. Upkeep phase. We flip them all over.
Nope.
No, it's enemy phase.
Enemy phase.
Oh, sorry. Enemy phase, which does not happen this round.
Well, read what it says for
So,
enemies.
The key here is each ready engaged enemy attacks.
Okay.
So none of the enemies are
But do
ready.
they engage?
Each ready makes an attack with which it's engaged. Let's see. When do monsters engage? I just saw it here. It will engage when it spawns in a ready state, it moves in a ready state, an investigator moves to the same location, an exhausted enemy is readied at the same location as an investigator. So as soon as it readies, which it will in the upkeep phase, then they will engage.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the end of the enemy phase.
All
so
right.
now it is that upkeep phase. So we flip all these over.
And I will choose. Would you like the Flesh Eater?
Yeah, I suppose.
Or do you want it?
I don't want it.
I'll take it.
And I will take an Icy Ghoul.
Everybody gets a resource and a card. And don't forget
Thank you.
your card limit, which...
Is it more than 3?
That's unfortunate. Boy, this flashlight really coming in handy.
Wow.
So, for the barrier, the way it works is when the round ends, investigators in the hallway can spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Now, the question is, it's not 3 per who's in the hallway. Not the question, I should say. The clarification, it's 3 per investigator.
Right.
So even if only 2 of us are there, we still need 9.
Yeah.
Right.
We have 6 currently.
So the Mythos phase. So we add 1.
So a Doom token, I got it. Boom. We are not near that. And now in the Mythos phase, we draw cards.
Oh boy. This is my favorite part.
Rotting Remains. Revelation. Test willpower 3. For each point you fail, take 1 horror.
Ooh.
All right.
That ain't
Bag, please. Let's put
So you're
this guy...
you're at -1 to start with,
What? Why?
because your willpower's 2.
Well, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm at 2. I'm not at -1 to start with. I'm at 2.
I look at the net,
Yes. Better you.
So then how would you add if I pull a +1?
then you'd be at 0.
No. I pulled a -1, so...
You're negative
-2.
So, stop that. I'm at 1, so I lose 2 horrors, which is quite brutal. I kind of wish Leo were here.
Miss that guy.
Yeah. But,
Wherever he may be.
that's
Now
it.
gone.
That's
All
it
right,
for that guy.
Pretty terrible. I wouldn't mind some. Oh, I get another swarm of rats.
Oh, good. I'll keep
I've
you
got
busy
me
for a
some
little
rats.
while.
I spend my whole game stepping on rats and
Bloody
reading
hell.
books.
All right, Ghoul Minion.
Uh-oh.
All right.
And that is a little bit,
I mean, it's less meaty, sorry.
less meaty, but harder to evade by a little
Yes.
bit.
Does it have any keywords, hunter or anything?
It is a ghoul monster humanoid, not a hunter.
All right, now we are in the investigator phase.
Shoot.
Shoot.
That is a good idea. You
I
should
would
do
very
that.
much like to shoot.
I welcome the opportunity for you to do that.
So yeah, son of a gun. So I thought that I had a way to do this, but I don't.
Uh-oh.
So I am going to shoot this thing.
Are you going to burn it?
Salt
No.
and burn.
Oh, good.
I just
So you're going to stab it, really.
so if I do that, no, I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight it. Just straight on,
Stab.
try and stab it.
All right, so this is an even fight.
Yep.
I hate those.
And if I succeed by 2 or more, I deal an extra damage.
Which would be nice, because that would kill it.
However, it's a miss.
Yep.
So for my second action,
One action.
I'm gonna fight it again.
I'm so glad
Do
there's,
it.
I'm so glad there's no one else
Then
in
you're
your
going to
location.
evade. Elder Sign!
Elder Sign. I
That's-
get 2 resources.
And it's +2,
Here
which
you are.
means you do 2 points of damage.
I kill it,
You kill an icy ghoul.
and
Well
that's a
done.
victory point.
Yay.
Yay.
So victory points get put in a separate pile just to keep track of the points we're going to get.
As a free action, I'm gonna move 2 of my resources over.
You've paid your hospital debt.
Yay!
You're on the phone with your insurance company while you're fighting.
Yeah. I got it. I'm done now.
This is a pre-existing condition.
Mr. O'Toole, why is there gunshot sounds?
And for my third action,
I'm
gonna draw a card.
back in there.
and it's a flashlight. That's gonna help me find a clue. It won't.
Well, now I want to go to the cellar. Now that it's cleaned out.
Yeah,
What
right.
if you take 1 damage? And I should go heal you some too. All right, I'm
fine.
I'm gonna squish a swarm of rats.
Squash it.
I'm currently +1.
I just realized there's gonna be more monsters coming out.
Yes.
Drat.
I squashed the heck out of those rats.
We need to get
It's a
out. We
plus
need to
one?
get out of the attic.
+1.
Yeah, you gotta come to me.
All right, so that was 1, 2, 3. I take 1 point of damage when I enter the attic,
Cellar.
the cellar. And then I will... Oh, that was 3 actions. That's pretty.
Yep.
I'll heal you soon. Tiana.
So those reset during your during the upkeep.
Yeah,
phase.
during upkeep.
All
That was
right.
off camera anyway.
Nobody sees.
Nobody sees anything. All right. I'm going to fight the flesh eater that's directly in front of me. Can you pass me the bag, please? So with
I warmed the +1 up.
Appreciate it. So with the gun, I have a 5 to its 4, so I'm
All right,
+1
you're
at the
+1.
moment.
And you spend that resource.
Yes.
That'll work.
And since I did damage with the firearm, I do 2 points of damage to
That
it.
kills
so I
it.
kill it.
Is that a victory point?
It is.
Cha-ching.
Get this thing out of here.
Excellent.
And actually, I'm going to...
This is a perfect opportunity to say this game is easy.
Also,
It's not even standard.
you moved the wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I was confused for a second. Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and fight this ghoul minion thing with another with a gun.
We left him alone in the room with all the monsters.
Thanks, man.
Roland's got this.
No,
I got the rats, I'm out.
cool.
Oh, crunch.
I murder its face off.
Yeah, because you did enough to do the
Because
extra.
it's 2.
Yep.
Is that a
There is
victory
no
point?
extra, but there's 2. Because you do 2 points of damage with the gun.
Yes.
Total.
Yes, exactly.
Total.
So, with that all handled and bleeding and annoyed, I'm going to come down to the hallway.
You have 1 action left.
Yes, so I'm going to come down to the hallway and not go any further.
Okay. What is that thing in the hallway? Oh, that's
the
the
obscuring
mist. Yeah.
fog.
All right, that is the end of the investigator phase. The enemy phase we've made much easier.
Yes.
There are no enemies,
In the upkeep phase.
and we're back to upkeep, so everything flips over.
I just flipped those.
1 resource to each, 1 card to each. Oh, my tote bag. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Now I can carry lots of books. Although I think I have all the books I can carry.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
now I
this
can
is
carry
nice.
other things. Like my holy rosary.
Important.
It can take 2 mental damage.
So I got this card, and I can't tell if it's a dinosaur or some sort of bear creature fighting a little boy with a machete.
Wow.
Hard to tell.
I agree. That's very hard to call. It's ugly, whatever it is.
Lizard type of? Yeah, because it's not a bear mouth. Okay.
It looks a little bit more like a tiny T-Rex.
Yeah.
All exhausted cards go back. All right. Now we're at the Mythos phase. So we add a Doom token. We're at 3 of 7.
Bong.
And it says, we don't want to be here when this happens. So
I believe it. I completely believe it.
And now,
We don't want to be where when it happens.
I think anywhere. We want to be done before this thing
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a ghoul minion.
Well, that's an easy one.
Yes, it is an easy one.
Relatively.
I draw another Ancient Evil. Place 1 on the Doom.
Oh, no.
I thought you just said we didn't want to be there.
We don't want to be here. Obscuring fog attached to my location. It's also...
The hallway is super obscure.
Only 1 per.
Yep,
so-
and it's only 1 per, so...
Excellent.
It goes away.
Perfect.
That is the best possible card.
Yeah,
Thank you for not going into the cellar.
I couldn't go into the
That would
cellar.
make it
That would have been
6.
bad.
Yeah,
That would have
make
been
it
bad.
hard. All right.
Should I just find 3 clues on my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Huh. If you can.
if you can.
All right. Well, it's my turn.
Scoop of
yes?
vanilla, scoop of chocolate.
So
If you have a flashlight.
I do.
Because I think that applies to the whole investigation phase. Does it?
Spend 1. No.
No, it's just
spend
1
1 supply.
investigate
Investigate. Your location gets -2 shroud for that.
You can
And
spend 3 to do it. So you could use it 3 times, basically.
but yeah, so it is your location
Gets -2 shroud.
for this investigation. So I can do that.
And lower the
But
shroud.
each investigation is 1 action.
Yeah.
Because you're taking the investigation action. That's why it specifically says for this investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can spend the 3 supplies to use all 3 actions to investigate.
Right.
And then each one would get the ability.
What's the shroud on this one?
4.
So bringing it down to 2 is...
I don't know what you people are complaining about. I'm still +1, so...
I'm complaining about a ghoul minion. That's what I'm complaining about.
I'm complaining about things biting my face off.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because if you do anything else, you'll take an attack of opportunity.
Right.
So I could do something else, but it does damage to me?
Yeah, it'll hit you for its horror and damage. I'm going to get 3 clues, and then we'll have our 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would just like to fight.
Oh, we have to go back to the hallway, though.
Oh, well. So I do want to...
And we all have to be in the hallway when the round ends.
Oh, of course.
So you want to end your turn at the hallway. I suggest you fight it once.
But I'll get to go again before you move to the hallway. Well,
Right,
no,
yeah.
because you could get a clue
Get
as
a
well.
clue, yeah.
I could.
Well, wait, she'd go 1. Yeah, you could get a clue. I'll get 2
and get back
clues
out.
and move. Then we'll spend them. And then we get to go to the parlor.
Nothing bad will happen in the parlor.
The parlor is lovely.
So I'm just...
There's some nice brandy in there.
do I fight this thing then?
Snifter of Brander.
Do I just leave?
I mean, I think you... Well, the problem is... I think you evade, because then it's exhausted and it won't engage me.
True.
All right. I'm going to spend some resources.
And really, all
this
I
time.
care about is not getting it.
So this is fast, so it doesn't take an action.
Nice.
I'm going to spend 2 resources. So this is elusive. Fast. Play only during your turn. Disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to a revealed location with no enemies.
That's
Nice.
nice. And all of a sudden you're in
Actually-
the hallway.
That kind of...
And then draw cards or something.
I'm in the hallway, and then...
And that didn't cost an action because it was fast.
So...
Nice.
However, there's an exhausted minion down there.
We should use the betrayal miniatures.
No, I was thinking about that. But you gotta flip them. Do I...
I don't think you really have to flip them.
I'm gonna use an action to move into the cellar.
Jesus. Wait, no, because then... Oh, no, he's exhausted.
Actually, no.
He will not-
I would take a damage if I
Yes,
did that.
that's true. You would.
Actually, I really didn't want to do that at all. I should have just fought him. I should have just fought it. That would have been better. So
Well,
I'm gonna draw a card for my first action.
Well, elusive... Oh, no, elusive was fast. Nice.
I'm going to draw 2 resources for my second and third actions.
There you are.
Overpay your hospital debt.
Yeah.
Start actually having resources.
All right. So I need to find 2 clues and then get to the hallway.
Yes.
All right.
How many clues do we have?
We have
6.
6. The big problem is that the shroud down there is 4.
Yeah. Get as many as you can.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Well,
because
I
you
have a
might
card
not-
that will... I have a fast card that will get me 1.
Okay.
So I can... I mean... Oh, I did not get that
-2.
clue.
Shoot.
Oh, wait.
Wah,
I'm going to spend 1
wah.
resource with my hyper awareness to get it to even, which succeeds, so I get a
Nice.
clue.
All right.
And then you don't get anything at the end for having resources in the campaign.
I don't
I
remember.
don't think so.
Don't remember.
But you know what? I'm a team player. So I'm going to play Working a Hunch. I'm going to spend 2 resources. And that is fast. Play only during your turn. Discover 1 clue at your location.
Nice.
All right.
So I've got 5, 3. Wait a minute. We only have 8.
We only have 8, and the big problem is that I don't think I'll be able to get a clue, even if I come down there, because the shroud is 4.
All right, that was 1 action. I need to get a clue on this action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't. This is. Does that exhaust when you use it?
Nope, that is a use.
Okay.
Because then others say exhaust.
Sure.
Okay.
And this is, the lightning bolt is maybe triggered as a player ability during any player window. So I can
Gotcha.
use that again.
Nice.
But you spent all your action. All your
All
resources.
my resources. That is the problem. Yay, I found it.
Yay.
+1.
All right.
So that is 2 actions.
And now get out of there.
Third action. I've had enough of
2,
this
3,
place.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We're
have
at 9. So we just wait for the round to end.
Yep.
Want to draw 3 cards?
I'm tempted, I really am. That would bring me up to my hand limit.
No, we didn't get that victory point, though.
Darn.
Okay.
We did get this one, though.
Yeah, we got that one.
We got a couple. Few.
Couple few.
3 victory points ain't bad.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spend...
Now I'm going to check and see if resources are worth anything.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to spend 4 resources to get Dr. Milan Christopher, which gives me an extra bookie thing, intellect.
Cool.
And after I successfully investigate, I get an extra resource, which is nice.
Not
And
unless it's specific to this campaign.
All right.
And I can shove my mental damage off on him for a while.
Excellent.
So that's 1.
It looks like no. There's
Okay.
So there are several resolutions, depending on things we do.
Right.
I didn't want to look too closely into that because that's
Well,
spoilers.
let's also put it this way. We're not done.
Yeah.
We are just opening the last door,
Yes.
which,
That's-
wouldn't be a boss or anything.
No, never. Good
We have
point.
put aside a couple cards here.
Yeah.
Good point. I'm going to draw 2 cards as my last 2 actions.
Probably
here.
should have drawn 2 cards instead of the resources. But
Ironically, I need resources. All right, that is the end of the investigator phase. The end of the round will be after upkeep.
Okay.
This is the full round. So,
Okay.
Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep phase,
We're already flipped, and so that's fine. And it's not a hunter, so it
but
won't.
he's down in the
we
cellar.
each gain a card and a resource.
Yes.
Come on, no.
Are you going to go the whole game and not get your gun?
Well, probably. That's how it works. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we spend 9 clues.
Here you are.
Ching. You can toss them in there. All right. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. That was a terrible clue. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. We also put the set aside Lita Chantler card into play in the parlor. Spawn the set aside Ghoul Priest in the hallway.
Oh, Lord.
So the parlor says, resign. This is too much for me. You run out of the front door fleeing in panic. If Lita Chantler is not controlled by a player, she gains Parley. If you succeed, take control of Leah Chantler.
Another ally for your deck.
That's where I'm going.
All right. So the Ghoul Priest, let's kind of look at this.
Yeah, that's not good.
Prey. It goes to the highest combat.
Darn.
Hunter and retaliate. So we need to look up
Retaliate is every time you fail a skill test while attacking a ready retaliate enemy, after applying results, that enemy performs an attack against you.
Oh, boy.
An enemy does not exhaust after performing a retaliate attack. So we need, the very first thing is you need to evade them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this thing also has 5 per investigator.
Fudge.
15 hit points to kill this thing.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay.
I'm going to start just doing everything I can to get you to draw that gun to go through your deck.
Well, yeah.
What is its damage it does every round?
2 mental, 2 physical. So I'm going to tell you right now, if that thing hits me for mental, I'm insane and out.
Well,
Well,
I have nothing to cure yours.
you've got, and it's
I,
okay.
I do have Dr. Milan to throw things onto.
So luckily, I go first.
Yeah, luckily you go first.
So here's what's going to happen. This is so the upkeep phase we've done.
It's the Mythos phase.
So are we at the end?
So now-
did we place?
Nope, Mythos phase. One of these goes here.
Bong. Oh, no.
Oh. Crypt Chill. This is the worst one for me.
Oh, you have to drop something.
If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. So this is a willpower test of 4. So I'm going to.
Elder sign, elder sign, elder sign.
Yes. I can't believe how much that's come up already. That's
Right.
very good. 0. Okay, so I'm down 2. I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to use unexpected courage. Am I? Or do I take 2 damage? Or do I discard a switchblade? You know what? I'm just gonna discard a switchblade.
The next advance is defeating the Ghoul Priest.
If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset. So I'm just gonna do that.
So we have to defeat this thing. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. That goes over here. Did you draw?
I have not drawn yet.
For your mythos?
I draw a ravenous ghoul. Oh. Its prey. Oh god, it goes after the lowest health remaining.
Oh, good.
I have 4.
It's not me for once.
I have 6.
I have 8, as far as actual health.
Going after me.
Okay.
Man. The sight of the thing raised the question, do we eat to live, or do we live to eat?
Always a good question.
It's the Anthony Bourdain ghoul.
Oh, dear. Ancient Evils, Omen. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. We are 1 away.
This is terrible.
This is awful. We are going to die.
This is easy mode.
Right? We are going to die, and this is easy mode. Great.
All right, whose turn?
You're the lead investigator, buddy.
Take it away, friend.
Start us up, Skids.
This guy, what does this guy do? What is when he spawns?
All sorts.
Prey, the highest combat.
Yeah, so he's engaged with you.
Me.
Can I evade that?
No. Evade is specifically 1 enemy you are engaged with, and it's only 1 enemy. So Tiana's got some dancing to do.
Dancy feet, dancy feet.
Shoot.
The good news is you can attack him.
I can.
The bad news is he's very powerful.
The really bad news
got a
is if you miss, we're in trouble.
So I'm gonna, for my first, I'm gonna.
Oh, that's true. If you miss, you're gonna hit Tiana.
So first I'm gonna pull a card. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all.
I'm in real trouble.
Hold on, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. This is good. This is good.
What have we got? What have we got?
So if I'm gonna play this as an asset for 2. This is my second one. This is first aid.
Oh, nice.
Uses 3 supplies.
So toss the 3 supplies on there.
If first aid has no supplies, discard it. As an action, spend 1 supply, heal 1 damage or horror from investigator at your location.
Nice. You need to do that on Tiana.
So for my third, I'm going to spend 1 of these and get rid of a horror for you.
Thank you.
And I'm like, it's all right, Roland. We're fine. We're good.
We're good. We're fine.
Hey, has anybody seen Leo?
I lost him in the cellar. I don't. Maybe he hid behind some boxes or something.
Oh, also, Daisy Skids. This is Dr. Christopher. Say hello.
Oh, hey.
It's Leo wearing glasses.
Yeah. Oh, Daisy, this is the Ghoul Priest.
Have fun.
This is a ravenous ghoul.
As we're getting chewed on.
Evasion is not my thing, but I'll be even at least. Do I have anything that will help with evasion? Not really.
Do you have extra ammo in your deck?
I don't.
Or does that come out?
I think that's only you. That's one of your cards.
Yeah, I don't think
We have the blue cards. I think it might be a pip card.
We have, well, and that's exactly it. I think it's a pip card. So I think I have 1 shot left, which is not so happy.
I need to somehow get that guy onto me.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Can I use actions? Let's see. The only things you can do.
Oh, yeah. Shh. I absolutely.
Fight. I want to parlay. Mr. Ravenous Ghoul.
Parley.
All right, so I have a 3 to evade, and it has a 3, so this is even.
That is horrible.
Oof, -2. I do not evade.
Maybe I should have did that. No, I mean, I did the right turn.
Oh, man. Am I going to spend my whole turn evading?
You might.
Yes.
And I have no cards that have...
Oh, yes. Oh, son of a gun.
I have one wild. You know what? I'm going to use it. So I'm going to use my tote bag for the wild symbol.
Ooh.
So I'm now +1. Yay!
Yay.
Didn't need to use the card.
So now it's exhausted.
Funny story.
Yeah.
You like wing the bag into its face.
Oh, okay.
And now, 3. I'm going to talk to Lita.
Well, 3 to move, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 3 actions.
Okay.
But you have the highest chance of getting her on our side.
I'm a people person.
You are indeed.
Don't let her know I'm here.
It's Leo in a dress.
That's wonderful.
Ooh, every investigator that's in my location gets +1 combat.
Yeah.
And I can once per round, you can do +1 damage.
Nice.
So I'll be back with Lita.
Yes, please. Please do.
Oh no, that's +1 to every attack that does damage.
Nice. So I need to overcome its fist.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can evade it.
You need to. Well, evading's going to be hard.
Evading's real bad for me. And I don't have many cards that will allow me to do the evade thing. I am better off fighting,
Yeah.
but it's 15 and we need to defeat it in order to continue on. So it may be best for me to hold the line while you guys get Lita.
I have a feeling this is going to make ghouls worse.
Probably.
I forget.
I've never played this, so I have no idea.
It's a strong feeling that I have.
It's a good feeling, I'm sure. Just phenomenal feeling.
I don't remember at all.
Great.
I barely remembered how to play.
I don't think you made it here.
I think we all barely remembered how to play, too.
I mean, I've never played, so you know. I am going to.
There's something about sitting down in front of the camera that, like,
Yeah,
I think about
it's like,
4 different other things, and all of a sudden I'm like,
I'm going to attack the Ghoul Priest with my last shot from the 45. That's wise. So that puts me at a +1.
nice. And you'll do 2 points to it.
Come on.
All right, so it's a tie.
Successful.
It's a tie. That's
So you
good
do
enough.
2 points.
Still does 2 points.
Kablamo. Only
13 left to go.
Only 13 left. Hooray!
All of a sudden I long for the ease of Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Relative ease, I'm sure. And I really am not allowed to do anything but fight it, am I?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you can, and you can't take the attack of opportunity, right?
I can, and I can,
Well, but
I
if
can
you-
shove it off on Dr. Christopher.
But if you take it, then next round when it attacks, you're toast.
So it's going to do all of that.
Yeah.
Right.
So if it attacks you, it's going to do all of that.
Right, and I'd be able to drop. So it does 2 physical and 2 mental. I can drop the 2 mental on Dr. Christopher and the 1 physical, get rid of him, and take the 1 physical myself. Physical, I'm fine with.
Right.
So I could last 2 rounds,
All right.
basically,
Okay.
of him attacking me. I don't like this option.
Yeah.
Well, oh,
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking if you can evade it, I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know if that's possible.
Can you just move and then take the damage into down here? Mm-hmm. Will it still be connected to you?
Not if
If you move from an engage,
I'm no longer engaged.
Yeah.
Because then it could come to me, which I want it to do.
You want it to come to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Not for only for like 1 turn. But because I would evade it.
Okay.
If you are engaged with 1 or more ready enemies and take an action other than evade, fight, or activate a parley or resign, each of those enemies makes an attack of opportunity against you in an order of your choice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then I think I'm going to run and get into the parlor.
Come to the parlor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now remember, the Ghoul King or whatever it
Priest,
is
yes.
is it's a hunter.
Yes.
So if we leave it,
It is not a
It is
hunter.
not a hunter.
Oh, it's not a hunter.
It is prey.
Prey,
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
but-
no, wait. It's prey. It's hunter as well.
Yeah.
And retaliate.
Well, does that? But
Oh, retaliate. Oof.
It's all sorts of things just
Yeah.
stacked on a big layer of not
Okay.
fun.
So that means if we all move somewhere, it's going to come.
if I stay there, it's going to
It's
go
going to attack
me.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what you want?
That's what I want.
All right,
right.
so you take the damage from the attack of opportunity.
Actually, I'm going to play dodge.
Wait, it's not your turn.
Fast.
Oh.
Play when an enemy attacks an investigator at your location.
And
Cancel this attack.
That is sweet. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice.
I'm going to run into the parlor.
Gone.
And I still have a turn left.
You could draw a card. You could.
I might have just killed myself. Because he's not going to attack me because he wasn't engaged with me, right?
He's.
So what happens when somebody leaves it? Does it automatically go to me?
It should.
The engaging is it spawns, it moves, an exhausted enemy is readied. So as soon as this thing, when it readies, is going to engage with you.
So it's going to attack me on the enemy.
So he's no longer engaged with you.
Oh, there were two things there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, there were two things there.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe you could have fought the... Wait, no. The Ravenous Ghoul, that's exhausted.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? Okay. Well, it's done. It's done.
I could, as an action before I ran, fight the Ravenous Ghoul.
You could just to
That would still be an attack action, and I wouldn't take an attack on that one and then run, and everything that happened.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So it's got a 3.
It's got a 3, and I've got a 4.
All right, try it. Because if we could get that Ravenous Ghoul gone, that would.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I won't be able to get it gone. I don't have the gun anymore.
Oh, so you're just going to do
I'll just be able to do 1 point of damage.
So you do 1 point of damage to the Ravenous
But I still do
Ghoul.
a point of damage, which is nice.
Okay.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
All right, and then you come down
And
here.
then I come in
and
there.
that is the
And that is my
end
turn.
of the investigator phase. Now it is the enemy phase.
Oh boy.
So they're not engaged with anyone.
So this one and the Ravenous Ghoul is exhausted.
It spawns in a ready state. It moves in a ready state. So what I'm not clear about is what happens if you move from an engaged enemy. Does the enemy stay engaged with you?
We're
We're gonna check that and we'll be right back.
We're going to board game geek this and not make a mistake.
Yeah. All right. So that'll close out my turn. Tiana, we've got all sorts of mess here.
All sorts of things going on.
I've got a
ghoul priest chewing on my face and 1 shot left in my gun. Oh, this is fun. Since we do still have this Ravenous Ghoul in the hallway, I think it's going to be best to get rid of that so it stops chewing on us. Well, if we have 2 things chewing on us, if we get rid of one of them, then we can all focus on the one that has 15 hit points.
Yeah, because
I think getting rid of the Ravenous Ghoul before this happens is probably a good thing.
I think so.
Sounds good.
So I can make 2 attacks on it, I think.
Okay, 1 with gun, one without.
One with gun, 1 without, exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to.
So we really when I bring her here, everything's going to do +1 damage.
Nice.
That'll be handy. And
That'll
then
be really
I'm just going to sit back and use my actions to heal people and give them cards.
So you need to.
I need to get on my next turn.
You need to make friends with her on your next turn.
And then come to the hallway.
And then I might try and give you 3 cards so you can hopefully get your gun.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, but before any of that, I'm going to attack the Ravenous Ghoul.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Gun. So it's a 3 versus my 5.
All right, I like your chances.
Me too.
No.
It's a tie.
It's still a success, and
It's
you
still
do
a
how much?
success.
2?
I do 2.
2
All right,
damage.
it has 1 left,
Yeah.
and your gun is now gone. And I believe your gun now gets discarded.
It doesn't say.
I think once you use all the supplies.
Well, no, it's
Because extra ammo is a card.
Oh,
that
okay, no,
exists.
it does see. I have ones that specifically say, so I think you're right.
So it's exhausted. I can't use it, but it's still.
Just throw it at him.
Don't tempt me, man.
Did you know you get +1 combat for it too?
Yes, I've been using it.
Okay.
I've been using
All right,
it.
X is the number of ghouls at your location. That is 2, so that is a -2.
Yeah, I failed that.
Do you have
Okay.
any card that you can use to?
I don't think she has any combat cards. She said.
Hang on.
And you have to commit these before you
Yeah.
pull.
Right, but I can also like sell one off for the combat thing.
No.
You have to commit it ahead.
Yeah,
of
you're
time.
gonna show
Got
any
it.
cards you're gonna play before you do it.
That makes sense. Okay, then I failed that one.
All of mine are willpower, and nothing. I've done nothing with willpower.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna make one more attack. 'Cause
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's all I can really do. So I'm still at a.
Don't
plus-
forget your cool special abilities.
What are my cool special abilities? Nothing really in effect at the moment.
See, mine is huge because I get an extra action just for tomes, so I can heal somebody every round.
Nice.
Gotcha.
So
that was-
-1 to its, and so that brings me down to 3.
So you're even.
Even.
So that kills it.
That kills it.
Okay.
Yay! All right, so we've gotten the thing that was
No victory point.
So we got that thing that was chewing on us off of our face, and I'm still holding the ghoul priest engaged with me.
Right, and that is the end of the investigator phase.
Yes.
So now we go to the enemy phase, and I have some bad news for you. You're going to get hit with 2 and 2.
I'm gonna. I was down 1 token
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, okay.
from for no reason because I'm going to play a card
Yes. I'm going to drop.
because I can dodge.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, is it worth saving that? Because she can
Yeah,
kill.
yeah,
She can
yeah.
kill.
I can kill off Professor Milan.
Yeah.
Professor
So-
Christopher.
So
Okay.
you're gonna take. He takes the 2 mental.
He takes
Okay.
2 mental and 1 physical, so
right,
I
I'll save
take
this.
I take 1 of the physical.
Okay. Now, is all he has 2 mental on there?
Yes.
So actually, the 2 mental kills him.
Oh.
It's not
I see.
It's not a total thing. So he takes the 2 mental, and then you take the 2 physical.
Okay. I can handle the physical. It's
Right.
the mental stuff that gets me.
Yeah.
So I
See,
can-
that's why I think we save that dodge.
Gotcha.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and that is all of the enemy phase, because despite the fact that she's a zealot, she is not a. This ghoul minion is not a hunter or anything like that. So
Okay.
he's just going to stand in the cellar and
Cool.
regret his life choices. That ends.
Much like our investigators, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That ends the enemy phase. Now we go to the upkeep phase. We'll flip them over. Any cards you used are tapped, untapped. We each get a card and a resource.
6, 7.
What the heck?
Why would I want this?
Because there weren't that many
7, 8. Okay, I'm right.
other
at 8.
I
cards.
just got I got a card that is. Well, I can use it for the skill.
Well, have you guys not gotten your weaknesses yet?
No.
No.
I'm glad that I got mine out early.
Yeah,
That's fair.
true. Having it show up now would not be fun.
Because I know what mine is, and I'm not pleased.
All right,
with
it is
my
now the
that.
mythos phase.
Yay.
So this gets its 7th and it triggers.
Okay.
This scares me.
A feral beast, roughly humanoid, with a canine cast and hooves for feet, tears through the ground in front of you. Below the floor, you see vast tunnels beneath your house. Fiendish howling echoes from deep within the underground caverns. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top, so these get shuffled.
All right.
Luckily, the victory point ones do not get added.
Are you sure?
They are in a separate discard pile.
Yeah, because we have to keep track of
They're
those.
points for us.
Are you sure they're in a separate discard pile?
Yes, it specifically says
Okay.
under the victory.
Well, I mean, because are you sure?
Otherwise, we'd lose these points.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
And we want
I just want to verify. In the rules, it says put them in a separate pile.
Yes, and it even calls it a separate victory pile.
Gotcha.
victory.
Well, we shuffle this. And...
It's called the victory display. An encounter card with victory points is overcome by the investigators is stored in the victory display until the end of the scenario. The victory display is an out of play game area shared by all players.
All right.
Cool.
And now we discard cards from the top until we get a ghoul.
Go through all of them. That's
God.
stacking all the ghouls in one. Oh, this is great.
Goodbye, obscuring fog. Ghoul minion. This is like the best we could have hoped
That's
for.
great. That's
The
awesome.
lead investigator draws that, so you drew it, so it is engaged with you.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so now we have, this has 10, and this is forced, so at the end of every enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 towards the parlor. And also, At the end of the round, place 1 doom on this agenda for every ghoul enemy in the hallway or parlor.
So that means that the ghoul minion that's in the cellar is going to start coming
moving.
at us.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, so the rest of the mythos phase.
We're going to draw cards.
So what else does this say?
You read the flavor text.
You hear a crazed howl outside, and suddenly all of the creatures turn their attention to that sound. They rush to escape the house, breaking down doors and clawing at everything in their way.
So they're trying to get out of whatever's coming.
At
And
the
we don't want to let them get out.
end of the enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 location towards the parlor.
Yep.
At the end of the round, place 1 doom on this agenda for each ghoul enemy in the hallway or parlor.
So right now we're only adding 2 for those 2. But if this guy gets there, we're adding 3.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's terrible. All right, mythos cards.
All right.
Now we're going to get all the ghouls.
Yeah.
Ancient Evils.
Okay.
Revelation.
fudge.
Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This
That's unfortunate.
can advance it.
Yeah.
I get. Oh, hey, he's back for more. That ravenous ghoul
He coming numb on you?
is coming to get me. That's not great. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Ancient evils.
Oh, that's bad.
That's better than a ghoul. It's gonna come out every time and oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's getting down to it. Lead investigator.
All right.
away.
So my first thing is I'm going to evade this stupid ghoul minion. So I've got a 4 agility.
You are a dodgy thing.
That's what I do. You know what? How bad do I want? Because I could -2. I think I'm fine. +1.
Boom. I think you were fine.
So
So he is tapped and he is in the hallway.
Yes.
all right, I am actually going to, since I am here, I am going to
Kill the Goblin King.
fast. This is an event called Dodge. No, I'm not going to do that one.
don't save
I'm gonna
that.
Do this is an event, and is going to take an action. So this will be my second action. Sneak attack.
Ooh.
Deal 2 damage to an exhausted enemy at your location.
Yes.
So
Get that
that-
thing out of here.
That kills it,
Yep. Goodbye.
and
ghoul
that cost
minion.
me 2, unfortunately. So
Thank you.
my third. I am going to play this, and I'm going to play a knife,
Okay.
which gets me a +1 attack, if I use it.
I have a plan, but it's a terrible plan that involves me getting hurt.
So I no
it's an
no
Amy
longer.
plan.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I need the knife out.
It's a plan that involves me being in the hallway, which means either just letting the ravenous ghoul munch on me and go to the hallway.
You need. Yeah.
No, here's the thing. I can drop a card in the hallway that will not let anything enter the hallway.
Oh.
So I have a dodge, and we can and we can play that when it tries to munch on you if
Save
you
those
want to
for
just
you.
run.
I think you save those for the. This thing does 1 and 1. I can take 1 and 1.
Okay.
Save those for the attacks from
the ghoul priest.
the ghoul priest. So I think I'm going to.
It comes with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh wait. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna take 2 attacks. So I'm gonna try and evade it because I think I have evade cards.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use.
Because if you can evade it, that would be ideal.
The evade card is the one card I want to play. Fudge. Oh, but this will give me. I can spend resource. I can spend 1 to get +1 and be even. Well, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
All right.
So I'm gonna spend 1 resource, and I am even to escape this thing. So I need a 0 or better. Please be an elder sign. Oh,
Shoot.
did not evade it. Oh, wait a minute. Can I take that back? Because parlays do not trigger attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Just realized that. So I will parlay with her. So I am +1.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to use something to really get this?
It's an intellect test. Sure. I'm going to throw my flashlight down to get +1. So
Is
I'm
it?
now +2. Yeah, parlay test.
Gotcha.
So I'm +2.
All right.
Yay.
Good enough.
All right, so
She's our friend now.
I take control of Lita.
Yay.
While you control Lita Chandler, she gains. Each investigator at your location gets +1 combat. And when an investigator at your location successfully attacks a monster enemy, that investigator deals +1 damage.
Excellent.
Well, now.
So now I'm going to move there
should
and
come
take
to
the
us.
attack
or
of
now you
opportunity.
can fight it.
I'm still...
Okay.
It's even. I mean...
Okay.
I'd rather just take the... I can take... It's 1 point. I can take that for a little bit.
Okay.
I'd rather get here and give her the ability, the advantage for the fighting. So I move. I get munched, so I take
nom.
a health and a horror. Or in England, and horror.
Yeah.
And that is 3 actions.
All right.
Wait, is that 3 actions? I parlayed with her. No, that's only 2 actions. I parlayed with her and I moved.
And you
And
ran,
this
yeah.
that's still engaged
Still
with
engaged
you.
with me.
You could evade it. You could give a card. Do you need to drop a card? Is that an action?
It's an event, so I think
Yeah,
playing a card as an event would trigger another attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it might be worth it. I'm going to do it. So I take another health and a horror,
Whew. Okay.
and I drop a barricade, which attaches to my location. Non-elite enemies cannot move into that attached location.
Nice.
But nobody can leave this room.
Okay.
All right.
Because if you leave the room, it goes away.
Sure. Well, we're all where we want to be.
I don't want to be here.
Well,
All right, it's all you.
relatively speaking.
You are +1 combat
All right.
and +1 damage.
Excellent. So that gives me a 5 versus its 4. So I am a +1 just going in.
Nice.
And I'm going to make 3 attacks on it.
I like it. You're gonna
'Cause-
do, so each one does 2 damage now.
Okay.
The hood,
What is it?
-1.
What does
If
Matt
you-
Mercer do?
-1. If you fail, take 1 horror.
I do not. That brings me level with
Perfect.
it.
So you do 2 points of damage to him.
Excellent. Go ahead.
All right. Only
Hey,
13 to
somebody
go.
Somebody
Right.
want to kill this ravenous ghoul? No, keep fighting that.
I'm focused on this thing at the moment.
That's another 2.
That's even. Yep.
Lita Chandler's kind of critical to this whole
Yes.
operation.
Thank you,
Yes.
Lita. We appreciate you.
Very useful. And that's
Jesus.
another 2 points of damage.
It's almost like they designed this game.
Ha ha.
So that's 6 points of damage.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put
It's
the
good, yeah.
3 tokens on it.
I like it.
Yeah. And,
All right.
and it's still engaged with me.
That is the end of the investigator phase.
Yes.
It's now the enemy phase. So, enemy phase, first thing that happens is they all. This guy moves. He cannot move
Into
to
the
the
hall.
hallway, so he does not move. The barricade does its job. I'm guessing he's not elite.
That's
Nope, he's not elite.
yeah.
Is the ghoul priest elite?
Yes.
Okay. So only the ghoul priest can move.
But he's chewing on our faces and doesn't want to move.
That's right.
Yep.
So now we get attacked. Ravenous ghoul does 1 and 1 to me.
How you doing?
I'm gonna heal myself.
It's a good idea.
Oof, you were 1 away from death.
Like I said, I'm gonna heal myself. Luckily, it says choose an investigator. It doesn't say choose another
That's
investigator.
Yeah.
true.
All right, Tiana, you are getting munched for 2 and 2.
Okay.
You might think about that dodge.
I am considering that dodge. Yeah, I think I'll do it.
Okay.
So-
that costs resources, right?
Yes. It costs me 1 resource. And it's fast.
Oh man, I should use this for some of the voiceover stuff. It costs resources, right? Sorry, Amy.
All right. So yes, I have canceled that attack, so it doesn't touch me. I sort of dodge out of the way.
Yep.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Literally dodged out of the way.
Well, only sort of though.
Literally in our imagination, dodged out of the way.
All right, so that's the enemy phase. Upkeep phase. We all get a card and a resource.
1, 2, 3.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, I didn't draw my weakness at least.
Oh.
I got all these like clue and pickpocketing. And
Yeah,
drawing.
I'm like,
where's
I'm all-
my 45?
I've got all these willpower and investigation stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's not helping much at all. I need a large stick.
Yeah.
All right, now we go to the mythos phase, which is going to be terrible.
I like none of this.
One goes here.
Also, at the end
Of the
enemy phase.
At the end of the round, we put one here for every ghoul in the hallway or parlor. So that's 2 more.
Jeez.
So we are halfway there.
Yeah.
We are living on a prayer.
So we just need to kill this thing. Kill,
That's
kill,
it.
kill.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working on it, man.
All right, mythos phase. Have a card.
Dissonant voices. Is Warren here?
It's not like Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah. Revelation. Put dissonant voices into play in your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discard.
Well, that's unfortunate. So this would be the round you drew your gun, but weren't able to play.
So I can't.
You cannot put any cards down this round.
Crud.
Even to use them as committed for.
No, that's not using them as you can. That's if you want to put them in your area. Well, wait. Let's see. You cannot play assets or events this round.
Okay.
Jeez.
So I'm thinking you can't even do it as that.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can play skills though. So if one of those pops.
Yep. Okay.
It's unfortunate. All right, my mythos card. Jesus Christ, is a ghoul minion.
Oh, stars.
I don't know if I can heal myself that much. Luckily, I might be able to actually beat this thing with Lita's help.
And if you can't, I can take that one out pretty easily with one of my attacks.
I can evade this one. I'm almost positive.
Okay. I mean, we got. I don't have anything to fight, so I can.
Right. But I mean,
I can kill that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, the case for killing these is if we kill these, we're only adding 1 to this each round.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have fewer things chewing
Right.
on us, which would keep you alive.
The downside of that is we're not trying to finish the goal.
Yes.
Of killing that.
Oh dear.
Well, we don't. I mean, I have a bad feeling that if this flips over,
We're done.
yeah,
Yeah.
it says please stop playing.
Grasping Hands. Test Dodgy Feet 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. I am starting at a -1.
Ooh.
I do not have the Dodgy Feet.
Can you apply cards during this phase?
Yeah. So you could choose to play cards.
So
me see if I have
If
You've
it's
got
any skill check, you can
you've
play
got
the
2
card.
dodgy feats
Yeah.
on the side there. You could commit them.
Yeah, I'm going to commit Mind Over Matter
All right.
for the Dodgy Feet just to bring me even.
Sure.
Slightly better chance then.
+1.
Oh, good.
All right. So grasping hands goes away,
Grasping Hands does nothing.
and
Put that
we
+1 back in there,
Yeah, right.
please.
and we start the investigator phase with our lead investigator. Kill one of these.
Please.
So I can activate.
You cannot
this.
play assets or events, but you can
Correct.
use ones you already have.
So I'm going to use the knife to give me a +1 at combat.
Okay. That moves you up to and Lita gives you +1, so
that takes
you're
you
going to be at
to
a 5.
Oh, okay. Or do I not do that then?
Is the knife one?
So
use?
I'm not gonna. Well, do I? I think I exhaust it because it's the arrow.
I think not, because my arrow specifically says exhaust.
I think because you have it out, you just use it.
Right.
Okay.
There's no kill like overkill.
We should look that up. See what that symbol means.
That symbol means it's an action to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. So I will then do an action to use this to
action
fight
fight.
that.
Yep.
Do I? Oh yeah, that is the same. So +1.
Oh, crunch.
You're fine.
So I hit it, so it does 1 damage, and Lita's here. Does it
Plus
do 2?
1. Yeah, it does 2
Yep.
damage.
So
So it
that's
kills the ghoul
dead.
minion.
Excellent. Well done.
Okay.
That's 1 action.
I'm gonna use another action to heal, to do first aid on Daisy.
I can heal myself.
Fully.
Well, I can heal myself 2.
You're 1 away from death.
All right.
I'll use that
Okay. So that
to
heals
get
1.
rid of 1.
That's fair.
All right, and then my third action, do I fight something else? Because I can't really do.
I mean, if you want to chip away at the ghoul priest.
Oh, here's one thing. So you must use an action for every one of those you're going to trigger. So this one, discard knife. That would get you the big bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like break the knife on the guy.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to do that yet. So I will do some damage over there.
Okay.
I will try and. So I get plus.
You are +1 on him because you have the +1 for that, and then Lita.
And you'll do +1 damage.
Yes.
+1.
Crunch.
Excellent.
2 points of damage.
Thank you.
And
He's more than halfway dead.
That's my turn. And then at the end of the round, discard dissonant voices.
Yeah, you can.
You might as well. It's not like.
I'll keep it out until we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm even with it.
Spend cards, man.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Commit.
fighting. I have no fighting cards.
You got no question marks?
I have no question mark.
Wow.
Everything I have is either willpower or books.
Yep. Book it to death.
That sounds about right for Marion Librarian.
But if I evade,
Yeah, it deals no damage to you.
well, no, the evade is even as well. 3 and 3. And it costs me a resource,
So kill it, and it gets us one less token on the board.
but it has 3 health. I'm going to evade it. I'm going to spend the resource.
Okay.
Okay,
So this is an even evade.
come on.
If this evade doesn't work, then I'll attack it twice and
Fair.
hope that I...
Land both of them.
Ooh.
-1, and I failed, so I take 1 horror.
Crud.
I can take the horror, that's not that. So I guess I'm gonna, if I hit it twice, I kill it.
Yes.
Yep. You gotta fight it.
But it's even.
Yes.
Lita can take damage too
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
But, Lita can take damage.
Right, not. No. And I can't use any, I don't even have skills that would be useful.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping I could, draw 1 card or something.
Sure.
All right, so this is an even fight.
Ooh. What's...
-2.
Oh, that hurts.
Yikes.
It's the one on the bottom. I just know it. That's the good one.
Oh! So
think
what is that? Let's look and re-look that up. That is the Cthulhu sign, or
Yeah, the tentacles.
They're like nom your face off sign.
That is an auto fail.
okay. So just an auto fail.
Yeah, just an auto fail. Just.
Well, you don't put one of those
That's
up there.
true. All right, that is a desultory turn, and I couldn't use any of my books. I do have a 4th action. Do I want to take the attack of opportunity? No, that's silly.
No.
All right.
Can I?
You could fight that thing.
I could.
The advantage of getting rid of this is then we're only adding 1 to this track every time.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it stops chewing on you. I'd like you to not die.
I can take 1 more round.
I'd like you to not die. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack that thing. It's what, 3?
Yeah.
I'm +2 on it. Yeah. So,
All right, so
I
you
attack
do
it.
2 points
of damage.
All right. It is near death.
Can I use guts and commit it to the spell check, to this skill check? Or
No.
is that
No, because it doesn't apply. You can't just throw a card down that doesn't apply to the skill check.
fair? All right. What does the skull do? I don't
It's -X. X is the number of ghoul enemies at your location, so it's -2.
That puts us at even.
All right, so that kills it.
All right.
Bye.
No more ravenous ghoul. That is your 3rd. No, you have 1 more.
That was my 2nd. So, as my 3rd action, I'm going to attack the priest in front of me.
So you're +1 here.
Yes.
Are you?
With Lita.
Because I'm at 4 and then
Oh,
Lita.
yeah.
Mr. Mercer again.
-1 if you fail, take 1 horror, but you succeed.
I succeed.
So that's 2 more points of damage to
So I need...
toss a 1 and get a 3.
Yeah, I need a 3. So we're at 10 points of damage on it.
Nice.
Only 5 more to go.
Only?
5 more.
I mean, one solid turn of me attacking this thing, I would probably be able to take it down. The problem is that we keep
We
drawing stuff.
got to get all the way back around.
Yeah.
All right, that is the end of the investigator phase. Now the enemy phase. This guy cannot move
Correct.
because of the barricade, so it's only him hitting you. Time for
We'll
a dodge.
spend 1 fast. Play when an enemy, and this is dodge.
Thank you.
Play when an enemy attacks an investigator at your location. Cancel that attack.
There we go.
And whew, thank you.
No
Appreciate
attack
it.
happens.
Yeah.
That's great. Upkeep phase. Everybody gets a resource and a card.
1, 2, 3.
Oh man,
Ooh.
freaking! I don't want to discover clues.
I know I've got all these like, oh, I got my flashlight.
I don't need clues.
Okay.
Uh,
I just got a first aid.
Mythos phase. 1 gets added here.
Oh boy.
Bong.
1 at the end of the round for that.
Yes. So
So,
2 get added, really.
yeah.
That
We're
is
not going to like
So-
this in a minute.
So we've got, what is this, 7?
7.
So
one more round
If we all draw
Right.
grasping hands, test.
Oh, the best person it could have gotten on
Yeah,
two,
really.
though.
Yeah. Oh, this dissonant
This is
voices
gone.
goes
That
away.
goes away.
Thank goodness.
You have dodgy feet.
Dodgy feet. So test 3 dodgy feet.
Do you prefer dodgy
Do it.
feet or dancy feet? Because one of those two is going to stick.
I'm going to.
You can't say happy feet. 'Cause
I'm
one
going
gets
to
two.
commit pickpocketing
Ooh.
just for the
+1.
+1. So that gives me a 5 to beat its 3.
Nice.
That is
That's enough.
Minus X.
so it's -1
Minus
because there's only
1.
1 ghoul.
All right.
You
Go
have
away,
dodged
grasping hands.
Grasping hands. Big B is sad.
And pickpocket, don't care.
Frozen in fear.
Uh-oh.
Put Frozen in Fear into play in your threat area. The first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade, each round it costs 1 additional action. At the end of your turn, test Willpower 3. I'm going to throw so many cards into that test. If you succeed, you discard Frozen in Fear.
Fair enough.
Luckily, I will not be moving, attacking, or evading, so...
All right, my turn.
Thomas's turn.
No,
oh,
no,
your
yeah,
Mythos card. I'm so sorry.
Still
No
trying
worries.
to.
Swarm of rats.
They're back.
Yay!
They seem so
something I could
innocent
fight.
now. Yeah.
And they nom on me, but whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not bothered.
I mean, I think we're going to win this round,
I
barring...
think so.
Okay. Okay.
Give me some
I've seen how well that goes in pandemic.
We got this. Well, I mean, if we just don't draw any more of those,
That's
put anything
right.
there, and we
Yeah.
just forget.
If we all fight this round,
Yes.
I mean, by we all, I
Except
mean
you.
you guys.
Okay, so my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
Draw a gun. Come on, just draw your gun.
So I'm going to spend three of my actions to draw cards. So I am going to commit on the lamb, which Skids O'toole is,
Yeah. Ex-con.
and I'm actually just going to commit it for its 2 question marks and add them
To
to combat.
Okay.
Nice.
So you're +3 with Lita.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the knife.
So +4.
Oh, yeah, so +4.
-2.
All right, so your total, you have 3 fight, +4 is 7, -2 is 5.
And this is 4.
That's 2
So I
points of
do
damage.
2 damage to it.
Now, maybe this is where you snap the knife off.
How many does it?
It currently has 12 out of 15.
Because if you snap it off, you do +1 damage.
I'm going to discard
So this is +2 fight.
+2 fight, and it
Plus
does
1
+1 damage, so it'll be 3 damage to it.
Yeah.
Skids is going all in. -2.
All right, so it was +2 with snapping off the knife.
Yeah.
Three.
So
So-
5, 6. -2 is 4.
Yep, right at.
Which hits it and does 3.
Oh, his fight is only 4?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
3
3
damage
points
to
of
it.
damage, which kills it.
How would I like to do this?
Do it.
Crunch.
Then just that.
Just crunch.
It's dead.
If the ghoul priest is defeated, advance.
Don't come into my house. Or what sort of resembles my house.
At this point.
When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor, Lita, doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now, we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. The lead investigator must decide. It was never much of a home. Burn it down. Or, this hell pit is my home. No way are we burning it.
Is there a question?
I guess the question is, do either of you have space on your couch?
Yes.
Then we will burn it down.
All right, we are going to read Resolution 1. This is Skid's home.
Was it really his home? I mean, really. Prison
Was Skid
might have
squatting?
been his home.
Squatters' rights! It's burning down. All right, Resolution 1. You nod and allowed the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is everything you own. That carpet.
That new rug. It was a new rug.
Yeah, but it was all scuffed and
You're the
dirty
one that
along
said burn the house down.
It's the IKEA rug.
From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone, we are surely doomed, but together, we can stop it.
Together.
All right, in your campaign log, so we're playing the campaign game, which means we move ahead. So you've got a campaign log here, I'll use this camera, it's probably better, that has various information. And so we just completed,
There we go.
let's see if I can do this any better sideways. We completed the gathering, and under campaign notes, it tells us to say, house burned. We have no idea if that's good or not. Not my house, I don't care.
Wasn't mine either.
The lead investigator earns Lita
Ooh.
and may include it in their deck. This card does not count towards your deck size.
Nice.
Very cool.
The lead investigator suffers 1 mental trauma from watching his or her home become a smoldering ruin.
Poor thing.
So that means you're going to start with 1 mental damage next time. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card. So that's going to be 1 for the attic, 2, 3, 4. So we're each going to earn 4 experience.
Isn't it 2 for the Ghoul Priest, though? 'Cause
2.
It has
2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 bonus experience as we have gained insight into the hidden world of the mythos.
7.
So we got 7 XP.
Yep. And you got a new card. Mm-hmm. All right, well, there it goes. That's our first game. What'd you think?
I've enjoyed this quite a lot. It looked complicated at first, but now I'm kind of getting the hang of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of the sort of the interworking of the cards and figuring out sort of, I do this so you can do that and that sort of thing.
I definitely want to not go first next time.
Okay.
I don't want to be the lead investigator.
Right.
Because I have that sneak attack card that allows me to do 2 damage to an exhausted. So if one of you exhausts something...
And honestly, with my card, if I can get my book out that lets you draw 3 cards and keep 1, that's the way to get your gun out. You know, if I can do that. So that's something to think about. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the fun part of these games is figuring out sort of
what
as you play through.
Is.
Okay, now we've got this, and as we play, we're going to start honing our decks and adding stuff, taking stuff out, that sort of thing. We will at the start of next episode, we're going to do all the leveling up. So that we can build this up. We're going to play through as many campaigns as we can find and play, because I think this is big fun.
Yeah.
I had a really good time. Thanks for playing. This was
pleasure.
fun. So again, join us on YouTube. You can subscribe, you can like, you can click, you can comment. We really appreciate it. We love the discussion with our community. Our community is awesome, so that's why we love it that way. And look for all the great Quests and Chaos stuff you can find both on Twitch and on YouTube. We've got D&D twice a week. We've got Natural One on Mondays. We've got the Chaos Agents on Tuesdays. We've got the Great Dane Society playing Call of Cthulhu on Wednesdays.
Which is why it's appropriate that we're playing this.
That's right. Or you can find that on YouTube as well. Thanks so much. We will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.